Hello, this is Nikki in Niagara coming to you from Niagara Falls, Canada. And last time I did a junk journal flip through, I told you I had been working on 3. This is the second one that I've completed, and we're ready to do a flip through of this. So this is like a collage, mixed media, junk journal, glue book. Everything all together. Okay, so this was made out of, my son used to belong to one of those boxes, Loot Crate or Arcade Block or something like that, and each month they would get a little booklet that listed all the items that was in it. So this was made out of one of those booklets, and then it was stapled together. So I took staples out and inserted pages in between the pages of the booklet and sewed it back up together. So this is just one signature, and so the covers, this is the way that the covers came, and I blacked out all the spots where I didn't want what was there. So I blacked out all this, and I blacked this, and then that left this. Batman looks a little weird, just set up there by himself, but whatever. Well, the rest of them look good. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so I've got a manila envelope with a random sticker, chopstick package, and inside here is a mixed media tag. Says, leave your to-do list at home. Nothing done to the back. This I picked up from a bar. It was sitting on the table. This is a little bit of the Simpsons Tyvek wallet that I cut up and used mostly in the other book, but there's some in here too. Did a little bit of a collage on the back here. Just go. Again, another one of my son's leftover school pictures with a random Mario sticker on it. This page is from the booklet. It's got Tetris all over it. Alright, so I used black gesso in this book to black out everything that I didn't want, rather than white gesso, because there was a lot of black in it anyways. So random collage there, stay wild at heart. This is a leftover picture of my oldest son's university graduation. This head was, my niece drew the head, and I had it in a little package of things that she'd sent me, and I added the body. Stamped this. It feels good to be lost in the right direction. This is that Simpson's wallet. I'm getting tired of seeing it now. And this is a Scrappy cluster that I made. Thrill Seekers. This is a card that my oldest son gave me when he was very young. He used to always make cards for me for all sorts of reasons. This is part of an envelope that all the stuff that my niece sent me came in. Here we have a collaged ATC, Mixed Media, Explore. Got that stuck in there with a paper clip. Then this is the back of the envelope. It was a Hello Kitty one, obviously. Take this out. This was the packaging that came with a necklace, and I just collaged those bits on there and left the back black. And this is another clothing, I think this was a clothing tag that oh no, that's a magazine image, that's the background. Put a little bit of a, whatever you call the little flippy things on the ends of tags. And there, okay, did some collage on the back of this pointillism from my son, and that is his passport photo, or one of the shots from his passport photo when he was young. This is his pointillism picture that he did. This is, I believe this has a used baby wipe on it. Collaged that. This was a little card, business card, and I just collaged that little bit on there. Dare to Dream. Tea bag, just magazines, stamping, tissue paper, vintage ad, Just Go. Oh, this is an envelope. This is one of those, I guess they're kind of like called coin envelopes. And this was a, I don't know where I got that, out of a magazine. And then it says sophisticated yet sensual. And then there's a tag in there. And this one is mixed media. What I think is really cool about this is that it looks like it's a paint chip, but it's not. That's just how it turned out when I put the pieces together. It's possible. And the back just has magazine paper for background. So that goes in there. This is a graphic novel catalog that the publisher sent to me, and it was just kind of like a trifold card thing. I stuck this on it that I found somewhere, and painted up the pages here, collaged another one of the trashy clusters. It says Pushing the Boundaries. Then this one here is just magazine images to collage it. This is the corner of a envelope. And we've got, this was a little calendar, and I collaged it all up. So we got the front there. It's a little bit smaller than an ATC, but not much. So Dream. A New Lease on Life, New Horizons, and Outside. This is a peacock with flowers for his tail, and this is a tag, Empathy. This was a closing tag, I believe. And a magazine image on the back. Just some collage of the plane there. It says In Constant Need of Rescue. That's a little bit of my dark humor showing through there. This is another one of my clusters. Trashy clusters. Satisfy Your Appetite. These are really fun. I like doing them, and when I'm making them, I don't really like them, like using like bits of trash and junk and stuff like that. But once you actually put them in, they look good. So this is a letter that my niece wrote me. This is the writing paper, so it was the back of it, and this is the front of it. Now this is the letter that she wrote me, but I actually think that she is writing it to my cat, but it's to me. She must have been like, I don't know, 4 or something, because she's got her scribble, which like she doesn't even know how to make letters, and then her mom wrote underneath what it was supposed to say. So it says, Dear Auntie Nikki, you go to Wonderland. You go to clean your box. You saw a mouse in the box, and it was big and strong. The mouse was hungry. He goes home to have supper. Love, Jay. That's my niece's initial. So if you're watching, Michelle, you're probably having a good laugh over that. That's her mom. Okay, so we just collaged on here some vintage ads and some stamps and stuff. This is a letter I got from the graphic novel publisher. I review graphic novels. I have a blog. It's called itsallcomictome.blogspot.ca. This is the envelope, collaged. Now this right here is from a very vintage greeting card. It's the inside part of it. It's got gold foil on it. These are some inchy blanks. I have a box full of inchy blanks that were kind of like prepped, but I never worked on them. And this is a quote from Walt Whitman, but I can't quite read it all. So it's dark. Magazine collage. They had to go through with the plan to find the murderer and to find themselves. This lady here, magazine, she is flaky and self-involved. This has baby wipe on it again. Let Your Soul Shine, magazine collage, and China marker is what I go all around the edges with. Magazine collage. This is one of my clusters. It's a big one. I used some Canada Dry Ginger Ale logo on there. It says Untouched Beauty. The base is a ATC blank. I put that on the rest of the letter. And there's another one. Visions with the wolf on it. And this was just out of a Cloth, Paper, Scissors magazine, I think. Legendary. This is an envelope. Inside is a very big tag. It says back by popular demand. We got a couple old-fashioned TVs there, and I just covered the back with magazine image. Sprayed a bit of the inside. Not all the way though, just so that you can see it like that. Magazine collage, an elephant made out of a hedge. The truth is stranger than fiction. Another trashy cluster. Get in here. This has got a piece of baby wipe stapled to it there. And this is a some socks came in this little thing, and I glued it on as a belly band. And then this was an air freshener, one of those air fresheners that you put in the car, and it still smells a little bit. So mixed media collage all over that. The life and text on the back. I think that's pretty cool, actually. Magazine collage. Again, this is the rest of that catalog, that trifold catalog I told you about. I just liked that, so I left it. I didn't do anything to it. The inside I did, though. I really like circles, and from everybody else's YouTube videos that I've seen, a lot of people are addicted to circles. Well, I am too. And of course I cut out everything circles. But just recently, in the last little while, I've started cutting out bicycle wheels. And it's not something I've done before, and I love them. They're like so cool. So yeah, where to go, what to do. And this picture was on the back of this, and I painted out all the rest of it. Smile, giggle, laugh. Here's another trashy cluster. It says stop fooling around. And this is another envelope, just collaged. And okay, that's the back of the tag. What's that stuck to it? Oh, it looks like a piece of paper from, whoops, not on screen. Alright, so that's the back of it. This is the front, sign of the times. I am addicted to clocks and watch faces too. I guess it's supposed to go this way. And here she is, the mouth-watering vegetarian. Just a picture from a magazine. She has outfit performance anxiety. And this is the rest of the other side of the pointillism picture that my youngest son made when he was young. And obviously it was for Remembrance Day. Collage. Now this was kind of cool. It was actually an obituary in the magazine for Laurence Olivier. So it was, that was an 80s magazine, I think early 80s. And they had these pictures of him in different roles. And I just kind of liked them, so cut them out. Put them in a grid. I love grids. I like circles and I like squares. What can I say? So here we have our little man. And there is that tie-back wallet again. It's a great day to discover. And she is in hot water. We have another trashy cluster. And this one I used bubble envelopes. It's something I got in the mail. Came in one of these shiny blue bubble envelopes. And I just cut it up and used the pieces as bases for clusters. And it says above the mark. So this one's really trashy actually, because you got the bubble wrapper. This is a piece of painted paper towel. There's a scrap of magazine paper there. Stamp torn off of a letter. A little rhinestone, and then the word. And I just put the cover of a Lindor chocolate there. I guess it was from Easter time, and it just looked nice with the red in there, so I didn't do anything else to it. And the money and the jeans belonged to this original page. The rest of it I blacked out and collaged over. It's complicated. Everything is everything. At this point I got a little bit sick of working in this. This next few pages are pretty minimalistic. Magazine, absolute, heartburner, and the last page, visible, invisible. And we saw the back already. So there we are. That was I haven't written the dates down in this yet, but I'll do that as soon as I turn the camera off. I don't know when I started this, but it was in 2017, and I finished it in July 2018. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. I'd appreciate it if you subscribed, commented, and you gave a thumbs up. If you subscribe, make sure to ring the bell. I've been having some problems lately on YouTube where I'm discovering people I follow's videos and they didn't show up in my feed, and it turns out that their bell's not rung. I don't know if YouTube's playing some tricks and unringing my bells, or if I never did ring their bells. But yeah, do that if you want me to show up in your feeds. So thank you for joining me, and I have one more of these that I'm currently working in. Well, I have a zillion books that I'm working in, but I'm working really hard on trying to finish the next one. But it'll take me a little while because I'm not that far into it yet. But it's smaller than this, much smaller, wider though. Okay, I'm starting to ramble, so thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye!